Okay, so now moving on to our final activity of the SAM1 practical paper, activity number 5, which is related to word processing software. Okay, so when you come back into the question paper, it says Jayesh wants to send a letter to customers who stayed in one of the hotels on 30th May 2016. A list of these customers is stored in the May 30 table in the REST Easy database. Okay, Jayesh has saved the content of the letter in the file draft. Okay, so let's go in order. So the customers who are supposed to receive this letter, their details are stored in the May 30th table, which is stored inside the REST Easy database, and the content of the letter is stored in a file called draft. Okay, so the first thing is we are supposed to open the document draft. We are supposed to enter task B5 and name, candidate number in the header. Okay, this time in the header because the contact details are there in the footer, and we are supposed to save the file as task B5. Okay, so let's do that. Let's open draft and let's immediately go into the header. Let me zoom out. Let's go into the header and we are supposed to type task B5, your name, your candidate number, and your center number. Okay, then the question paper goes on to say save the file as task B5, so F12, and let's change this to task B5. Okay, then the question paper goes on to say the letter needs to be edited before it is merged with the database. Okay, edit the document by inserting the SREH logo you created in task A4A. Okay, let's go ahead and get the logo, but do keep in mind you have to follow the house style. So once you paste the logo, please make sure that it is in the bottom left hand corner. Okay, so let's open the footer. Let's cut and paste this inside the footer. Paste, and I want to freely move it, so let me come to picture format, wrap text. Let's make it behind text, and I can bring this over here, and let's make it smaller, smaller, smaller. That looks perfect. Okay, somewhere here. Okay, that's it. So I have put it inside the footer. Okay, it did not tell me to put it in the footer, but it's just that the house style has stated the logo should always be in the bottom left hand corner, so I thought it would be ideal to be placed over there. Okay, then the question paper goes on to say insert today's date in a suitable location. So you know, in a letter the date comes first, so let me keep the cursor here, press enter, go up, insert, and let's come to date and time. I think this would be ideal. Okay, this would be perfect. Now the question paper hasn't told us whether it should update automatically or not, so I will not tick this box. I'll just take the date and say okay. So the date has been entered. I'll just keep one more line space. Okay, then it goes on to say including a suitable complementary clause. So the letter needs to have a complementary clause, so you can always say yours sincerely. Okay, you can enter, this can be a complimentary clause, yours faithfully, thank you, looking forward to a favorable response. Okay, these are all valid complimentary clauses. Then the question paper goes on to say inserting the name and role of the sender of the letter, making sure you leave enough space for the signature. Okay, so I'm going to keep about 2 lines space for signature, and then in the third line I'm going to type the name of the sender. So who is sending this letter? It's Jayesh. Jayesh, what's his full name? So over here it says Jayesh wants to send a letter, so we know it's Jayesh, but what's his full name and what is his role? So you can see his name is Jayesh Sharma, and who is he? He is the owner of the company. Okay, so we can say Jayesh Sharma. Okay, enter, and we can say owner, Rest Easy Hotels. It's Rest Easy Hotels, right? Owner Sharma Rest Easy Hotels. Sharma Rest Easy Hotels. Okay, and let's make this bold. Okay, then the question paper goes on to say over here it says okay, so it's done. Enough space for signature we have done up to there. Then it says resave task B5, do not print at this stage. Okay, let's resave it. Okay, then the question paper goes on to say the customer details are stored in the May 30th table of the REST Easy database. Add appropriate merge fields to the letter, replacing the text in brackets with appropriate information from the database. So the first thing I need to do is I need to get the May 30th customer table into Microsoft Word. So how do I do it? I come to the mailings tab, I come to select recipients, and I say use an existing list. The list has already been created. Edexcel has already given it to us. So I click use an existing list. So I come to my folder, and over here I have REST Easy database. I open it. Which table will we be referring to? We'll be referring to the May 30th table, and we say okay. Now the table has been inserted into Microsoft Word. Okay, now we have to tell Microsoft Word where to insert each field. Okay, if you come in the mailings tab, if you come to insert merge field, you can see these are all the fields that are available inside the table that we just inserted. These are the fields. So now I need to tell Microsoft Word where the title should appear, where the first name should appear, where the last name should appear. Okay, so how do I do it? Let's keep the cursor over here. Insert merge field. Title comes first. Before the customer's name, you have the title. Then let's keep a space, and then let's put the first name. Then keep a space and put the last name. Okay, address also needs to come, obviously not on the same line. It can be taken down to the next line. So let's press enter and say address 1 space address 2. Okay, so the details have been put, and now you can get rid of this. Okay, so now you have put it. Now you can get rid of this instruction. Okay, delete it. Then over here again it says insert the customer's name. So let's keep the cursor there, and again let's insert the first name there. Okay, once again we can get rid of this instruction from over here. Is there any other field that we need to insert? Just go through your document. No, there doesn't seem to be any other field. I would like putting a comma after the first name. Okay, after the title put a full stop. First name, last name. After address 1, how about we put a comma? These are just grammatical improvements. Okay, then the next thing the question says is Resave Task B5. Print Task B5 on one side of A4 showing the merge fields. Okay, so you can resave it, and then you're supposed to print it showing these merge fields. Now if your computer is not allowing you to print the document showing the merge fields, if by any chance an error is coming up or it's not printing allowing you to show the merge fields, in that case you have to refer to this area, okay, where they say if it doesn't allow you to show the merge fields, then you should take a screenshot and paste it into task B5B. Okay, this will only be done if you cannot take a printout showing the merge fields. Okay, if you can, you can just proceed to the next step. Jash wants to check and sign the letters before they are posted. Produce the merge letters using task B5 and the May 30th table. Do not make any other changes to the letter. Save the merge letters as task B5C. Okay, so now we need to finalize it. Now we need to merge it where the data will then appear. So how do we do that? We come to mailings tab, we click on finish and merge, and then we click on edit individual documents. Okay, click on this and say you want to edit all of them, and click on OK. Now the moment you click on OK, the documents are going to get merged, which means the details are now then going to be put into the letter. A separate letter is going to be created for each customer, and a new Word document with these letters is going to be created for you. Okay, watch. When I click on OK, can you see a separate Word document has been created? This is for Mr. Rupert Green, this is for Sally Brown, this is for Edgar White. So can you see the letters have been merged and separate letters have been created for each customer. Okay, so you can see this is my merged document, and this is the document where the merging was done. Okay, so how do I save this? This merged document is supposed to be saved as task B5C. So let's come over here, F12. Let's come to make sure you're in the correct folder and save it as task B5C and click on save. Okay, so the document has also been saved. Then it says print one of the merge letters on one side of A4, so just one letter. So you can click on the first letter, you can press Ctrl P, which will go into print preview, and then instead of saying print all pages, you can say print current page. So just the first page will only be printed. Okay, then the question paper goes on to say, in the next part it goes on to say, Jayesh is preparing a report for the August meeting of the Hotel Management Board. He has saved notes for the report in files called August or AUG, MTG1, MTG2, MTG3. So you should be having these three files with you. Yes, you have these three files with you. Okay. It says open a new document. Okay, so what we'll do first is let us first close these two. Now we are done with the mail merge part. Let's close it. Save. No. Open a new document. It's supposed to be saved as task B6. So let's right click over here and let's say new Word document, and let's save it as task B6. Let's open that up. Let's immediately go into the footer and let's save this as type task B6, your name, your candidate number, and your center number. That's done. Perfect. Then the question paper goes on to say, produce the report bringing together text and images. The report must include the SREH logo that you created in task A4A. So let us first get the logo done. Okay, so let's copy. Let's paste it in the footer itself, so it will not be a problem for us later on. Okay, it's way too big. Let's make it smaller. It went upside down. Smaller. Little more smaller. And I want to freely move it, so I'll come to picture format, wrap text, behind text, so I can freely move it over here, and then over here I'll bring this to the center, Control E. Okay, let's slightly down maybe. Okay, this should be perfect. Okay, that's done. The logo has been inserted. Then it says a suitable title. So what are we talking about? Jayesh is preparing a report for the August meeting of the Hotel Management Board. So a suitable title would be report. Okay, let's say August report. Let's say August report. Okay, and the next line, Hotel Management Meeting Board. Okay, and let's make it look like a heading. Let's center align it. Now this is already a sans serif font, but if you just want to be sure, you can say Microsoft sans serif. You can make it bold, you can make it underlined, and you can make it slightly bigger. Size 16 would be ideal. Okay, that's done as well. Okay, then the next question that you need to do is the text from the notes in these three files. Okay, so let's get the notes from these three files. Open the first one. Okay, so okay, it says financial report. Let's just copy for now. Let's just copy the data and paste. Later on we can adjust it. Okay, so financial report, we don't need to keep so much of space. Let's take the next file as well, the second file. Once again, let's just copy this, Control C, Control V. We don't need so much of space. And then the next one, Control C, and let's come to our document and press Control V. Okay, now let's see what else needs to be done. It says okay, resave task B6. Now obviously before we resave it, let's do a little bit of arranging. Let's make it look a little proper. Okay, let's stick to one font. Okay, so let's go with all of them being Microsoft sans serif. Okay, we need to maintain consistency, we can't have everything. Okay, let's make all of them have the same size of 12. Okay, size 12. Size 12 I think is a bit too big. Let's make it size 11 maybe. That looks better. And these are subheadings, so let's make the subheadings bold, bold, sorry, bold and bold. Let's keep one more space. Okay, looks a little better. Let's take this also one bit down. Looks better. Then it goes on to say the report must also include the total income and total revised income you calculated in task A2A and task A2B. Okay, let's go to task A2A. Let's open this. Okay, so the initial income and the revised income we need to mention over there. Okay, so what we'll do over here is, where do we put that data? Now over here we need to add these values. Okay, I hope you're not confused. The question paper says the total income and the total revised income you calculated in task A2A and A2B. So over here, this income we did not calculate the total, so let us calculate the total. Auto sum. Okay, there. Oops, sorry. Auto sum. No, we want it to be from here to here. Okay, so initially before the discount they were earning 113,000, and after the discount they are earning 111. Okay, so where do we put these values? Where do we put it? The question paper has not told us where to put it, so let's go and check the document. If you check the document, you can see over here it says using these percentage discounts I have calculated that the revised total daily income is, okay, so let's type the value over here. The revised value is how much? It is going to be where do we have it? We have it over here, 111,732.46. okay, 111 is 111,732.46. okay, we need to get the pound symbol, which we will get shortly. Just give me a second. Okay, also if you look very carefully, I have been analyzing the financial situation in the hotel group. I have done the average. Okay, on this basis the total daily income in the group is, so the value we calculated in task A2A needs to appear over here. So what was the original income that they were getting? 113,733.96. 113,733.96. 133.96. okay, let's keep a space. Okay, let's get the pound symbol as well. So how do we get the pound symbol? Let's come to insert, let's come to symbol, and over here we should have the pound symbol, which is over here, and let's also get it over here, symbol, pound symbol. There you go. And then my recommendation, so then the next thing the question says is a recommendation about whether to introduce the discount or not. So it's up to you to mention this. My recommendation is, so obviously you can see we have earned less, okay, and here we have earned more. Sorry, 113,000, right? It was 113,733. okay, 111,732. okay, so my recommendation is not to offer the discount based on the hotel grade, as this is lowering our total daily income, okay, or you can say as this is reducing the hotel's total daily income. It's entirely up to you, or you can even say I recommend giving the discount, and you can mention your reason. Okay, this is your recommendation. Okay, entirely up to you. Justify your recommendation, so you have to say why you are recommending that, which is what I have done over here. So over here I have said the reason I'm recommending is this is as this is lower, as this is what on the hotel grade, as this is lower than, as this is, sorry, lowering our total daily income. Okay, my recommendation is not to offer the discount based on the hotel grade, as this is lowering our total daily income. Okay, then the question paper goes on to say resave task B6 do not print at this stage. So let's resave it. They haven't told us to print yet. Format the report so that it fits on one side of A4, is well organized and fit for purpose. So if you're happy with it, okay, to me it looks organized, it looks fit for purpose. How about I just keep one more space over here? Yeah, now it looks quite organized, it looks fit for purpose. Okay, and if you're happy with it, you can go ahead and you can print it. You can say Control P, make sure it's fitting one page. Now it's going to 2 pages, but the second page has nothing, so no probs. You can just go ahead and print this. Okay, the next question says one more thing. Open a new document. So now I think I can close all the previous documents. I can close this, save. I can also close this, and close this. Okay, Excel also can be closed. Don't save changes. Okay, open a new document using word processing software. Enter these details. Save the document as task B7. So right click, new Word document, and I'm going to save it as task B7. And let's immediately head down to the footer, and task B7, your name, your candidate number, and your center number. Okay, then it says in document task B7, identify one formatting technique you have used in this examination. State where you use the technique and describe how it improved the document. Okay, So they are asking you to identify one technique, one formatting technique you have used in this examination, state where you use the technique, and describe how it improved the document. Okay, so I can talk about the fact that I placed the logo. Okay, the logo I can talk about. I can talk about. So let me number it. I can talk about. I can talk about the sans serif font part. I can say uh, for the company name. For the company name, I always used the font Microsoft Sans Serif. Okay, okay. I did this full stop. Okay, I used this formatting technique whenever I created company documents such as sorry, not for company name, for company, sorry, for the title of documents, not company name. For the title of documents, I always use the font Microsoft Sans Serif. I use this formatting technique whenever I created company documents such as the report in database, the master slide in PowerPoint, the management report in Word. Okay, we can just give some simple examples. Okay, management report in Word. Okay, okay, so the first question is done. Second question, it says in Resave Task B7, so let's resave it. And the next one is in document task B7, identify one task that you feel you could have improved. Describe how you would improve the outcomes of the task. Okay, so they're asking me to identify something that I feel I could improve. So which one shall we talk about? I have the presentation, I have the spreadsheet file, I have the database, I have okay. So which one shall I pick up? Identify one task that you feel you could have improved. So how about if we talk about the report? Okay, so I feel I could have improved task. What was the task of the report? The report was task B6. I feel I could have improved task B6 by placing borders on the report, as well as what else could I have done for the report? Let's come to task B6 and have a look at my report. What else do I think I can do for this report? Okay, maybe highlighting the headings, or putting a different font color for the headings. Okay, I feel I could have improved task B6 by placing borders on the report, as well as highlighting the subheadings so that they can be identified easily. Okay, anything else I need to talk about? Okay, so describe how you would improve the outcome of the task. So I have told what I would do. So I did not tell how. So as well as highlighting the subheadings so they can be identified easily. Okay, so that's done. Then it says task B7C, display the contents of the folder where you save the file produced in this examination. Make sure all the file names are readable. Take a screenshot of the display. So in your folder you should be having all your files. You're supposed to take a screenshot of this. So I'm going to use snipping tool again, and I'm going to take a screenshot from here to here, and I'm supposed to paste it over here. So enter and control V. There you go. So all the files are properly visible. Okay, in your case, say for example you have to scroll down. If you have to scroll down, then I would recommend maybe changing the view, make it tiles so that it will all fit into one screenshot itself. or maybe make it content. Okay, now content will make you to scroll. Okay, so try and do something. Or compact view doesn't work. You will have to go with list, maybe list, and then everything will be visible for you to take a screenshot. Okay, so with that, thereafter it says to resave task B7 and then print task B7, and with that you have then come to the end of this sample assessment material 1 paper. Okay, so I hope it has gone well. I hope you have learnt a lot from it. If there's anything, if you need the files, you can always drop an email here, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible with the required files. Okay, so good luck, all the very best. See you in the next few videos.